How much tax did you pay last year? Now, once again, our top 40 tax dodgers is coming out, and it looks like Exxon may get the gong yet again. But just to respond to those brainiacs that claim that we don't know the difference between total income and taxable income, we have been discussing this for many years. We do understand the difference. The thing is that multinational corporations operating in Australia do not want to make taxable income. They do not want to make a profit, because if you make a profit, you have to pay tax. So what do? They give themselves loans from overseas, and the interest on those loans goes out before the tax line. Now, these critics obviously know this because we've been talking about this for years, and there's transfer pricing. There's all sorts of lurks. The fact is, there is one number that comes out once a year, and now we have 7 years of data which show a number of household name multinational corporations controlled from overseas that do not pay tax in Australia year after year.
And that, Lauren, is how taxes work.
Now, once a year, some information comes out from the Australian Tax Office. It's fabulous stuff. It's only been going 7 years. We have 7 years of data now, and it gives you one number about the biggest 2,500 corporations in Australia, how much tax they pay. A third of them, as usual, it's always about a third, paid no tax. Rupert Murdoch, $1.7 billion of income here, zero tax again, 7 years in a row. Exxon has made more than 50 billion, well over 50 billion in income, in total income. It has not made a profit, even 1 cent of a profit in Australia during that time. Just gets funneled out in interest payments to related party companies overseas. Zero tax, 7 years in a row. And now that the fossil fuel sunset is upon us, it may well never pay tax. The question, of course, is, will it be rehabilitating its oil rigs, or, like these companies do, just let them fall to the bottom of the seabed? Some of the biggest property developers, no tax. Lendlease, with all its lavish government contracts. And while it's telling shareholders how brilliantly managed it is, zero tax. Mirvac, Transurban, the toll road monopolist, Sydney Airport, these are trusts, mind you, but again, no tax. So who did pay the tax?
Okay. Do you even know?
Oh my God, Andy, it's you.
Well, the big four banks, despite their foibles, they do pay a heck of a lot of tax, billions each year. They should be, because they're propped up by the government. BHP and Rio paid a lot of tax. Gina and Twiggy Forrest paid a lot of tax. Twiggy paid something like $3 billion from his Fortescue last year. Like this video if you'd like to see proper enforcement to make these companies pay tax. Here at Michael West Media, we do pay tax. We pay the full freight. It's a lot of money. Our income, which we don't minimise for tax purposes, comes from Patreon supporters. So thank you very much for your support to continue this fight for justice in tax, for tax fairness.